This week, it's time for a wheel overhaul. We are media blasting and powder coating my original steel wheels and mounting some amazing white walls for a big reveal.
Oh my gosh, it looks so cool!
Hi guys, welcome back to Ellie's Garage, where my dad and I are restoring a 1965 Ford Falcon to become my daily driver. But we've never done this before. This is a very big episode and one we have been waiting for a very long time. And in honor of getting my wheels Carl colored, I turned something else Carl colored, or as Carl colored as I could get it. I have two people to thank a lot for making this episode possible. The first one is Advanced Coating Solutions, who the owner Nolan basically let me steal his shop for a whole day, taught me how to do everything we did to my tires, and donated the whole process to the show. And secondly, Diamondback Classics, who gave me the amazing white walls that are on my car now. We've had them in our shed for quite a few years, so thank you for waiting for this episode to come out, and we really appreciate it. I will talk about that all more later, but now it is time to get the wheels on Carl. We started by getting our white wall tires out of storage from our shed, which was a little bit of a hike, and getting everything loaded up. Once we were all set, it was time to head over to Advanced Coating Solutions to get the powder coating process started. This is Nolan. Basically, what is the process of what you're gonna do?
So we'll take the tires off, wheels and tires off the vehicle, dismount the tires, we'll media blast the existing coating off, then we'll clean them, pre-bake them, and then we'll do a zinc-rich priming powder. Then it'll get the base coat. We're going to color match it to the vehicle. And then it'll also get a clear powder on top of that. That all gets baked on. Then once they cool off, we'll mount the tires, your new tires, white walls out, mount them back on the vehicle, and send you on your way.
Yeah. It sounds so simple, but seems quite complicated.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a process to it.
Sorry, but I have to jump in here one more time and tell you how long I have been waiting for this process to happen. I've always wanted white wall tires even before I knew I was going to get a classic car. I don't know if that was from watching Cars the movie and Luigi talking about white wall tires and how black wall tires just blend in with the pavement, but ever since I first heard about white wall tires, I fell in love. So I've been waiting for this moment for 17 years.
Just drops in, locks it in place. That only touches where, on aluminum rims, most rims, that's where the center cap goes. Nothing on this machine touches the wheel itself other than where the center cap or the hub goes.
Yeah.
This just slide off a little easier.
It's a voice of experience right there.
That's it.
So how exactly did you get into doing all this stuff with cars?
I took some stuff to another powder coater. Long story short, it was, he told me the process was going to take about 1, maybe 2 weeks. He had them for 2.5 months. So I went online, got a hobby powder coating gun, and then so now it's 19 years later. I've had this shop for 15 years, so that's why I'm here.
So what exactly are those?
These are wheel weights.
Okay.
These are what you typically put on a steel wheel to balance them. The only problem is when you put them on, they scar the wheel in the coating when they go on. And then anytime you compromise a coating, it's a place where rust can start.
Okay.
When we balance them with stick-on weights that go on the backside.
Okay.
Plus, you won't see any of this on the front of the wheel when we're done with it.
Seems a little nicer. I was learning so much already about powder coating and wheels and tires, but now it was time to get the steel wheels over to the sandblasting area. But first, they need to use a chemical stripper to get started.
It's a soy-based stripper that gets neutralized with water. So he said blasting them would have taken about 4 hours a wheel. So sometimes with that older stuff, it's
Just better to strip it off and...
yeah.
After that was done, it was time to get blasting. That's awesome. That's so cool. While they finished up blasting the wheels, Nolan took a minute to show me a sample powder coating color we will be using.
Yeah, that's just regular tin foil.
That's so cool. I was so excited about the new color for the wheels, but before they got started, I had to ask Nolan a little more about the process of spraying on the powder.
This is the clear coat. And then this is the sample that he shot. But so we know this was 1-to-1. But all it is powder.
That's so cool.
So it's just the gun puts air through it and gives it a static charge. And then it's held on with static, like static on the TV. So you got positive and negatives and they attract together.
That's amazing. So while the color was the right shade for Carl, it was still a little too dark. So Nolan did a custom mix to get the perfect color for my new wheels.
About 40% white, or 60% white, 40%. So you just shake it.
That's so cool.
So that's the,
Yeah.
so this is that's the mixture.
That's straight on.
And that's the original color.
Wow.
I mean, that's perfect.
That's so cool. Now it was finally time to get started on powder coating my wheels, and the guys opened the biggest oven I had ever seen and rolled out my Hot Wheels. Get it? Hot Wheels? Also, imagine how many cookies you could bake in the oven. wheels were looking so amazing and I was so excited, but you wouldn't believe what Nolan did then. He took us back into the main shop and said, well, while we're waiting, might as well paint your drums too. So he had them sandblasted and painted them red, which is such a cool accent color to the rest of the car that no one is gonna see, unfortunately. And when we still had more time, he said, well, you mentioned polishing your grill, so let's try to do that. And when it wasn't really working on the car, he had us take it off of the car, sprayed oven cleaner all over, and tried to get the anodizing off. Even though it didn't quite work, it still looks a lot better than it did. Then we spent the rest of the time polishing my headlight bezels and hubcaps to make them ready for my new wheels.
Okay, the team here at ACS is working on getting all the white walls wiped down and the blue cleaned off and everything mounted, and then we're gonna bring Ellie in here for a big reveal. Okay, you ready? And open when you're ready.
Oh my gosh, it looks so cool! That looks so cool!
Right?
That's awesome! That's so much better than I thought it would look. And I thought it would look pretty cool. That's amazing! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so, wow, it looks a lot better than I thought it would. I mean, I knew it would look awesome, but it looks even cooler than I thought it would. So thank you so much for
You're
doing
very welcome,
this. I
very
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
We're glad to help. I appreciate what you guys are doing together, so
Thank you so much.
hope to do that one day with my kid.
Yeah. I did not have time in this episode to explain how wonderful these whitewall tires are. We got them from Diamondback Classic. They shave off all the lettering on the tire and then put on the white walls. They're very durable and they don't yellow like other white walls that we've seen. So they're supposed to stay really pristine for a really long time. And I got the 2 1/4 inch white walls. They have so many options, so you don't have to get this big of a white wall, but I absolutely love it and have been looking forward to putting them on my car for years. It's not enough to say that I'm super excited about my wheels. They take the car to a whole nother level, and I am over the moon about them. This thing that we had imagined for so long looks so cool, even cooler than we imagined it. And it was so awesome to see in person. So what I'm taking out of the garage is that sometimes a good pair of shoes can make the whole outfit. Thanks cannot be said enough to Diamondback Classics for the amazing white walls that I got, and they also gave me a 5th white wall for my spare, so my spare is even a white wall, which is crazy. And thank you so much to Advanced Coating Solutions. Nolan, you helped make my wheel dreams come true, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Thanks as always to my executive producers, Drew Carter and Kevin and Julia. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time in the garage.